Everyone, so it's another day, it's another video, it's another Wolves preview. Wolves travel again to Bournemouth, this time in the FA Cup after beating them 1-0 on Saturday in the Premier League. Bit of a different video that I thought I'd be making in the preview to this fixture, because I'll be honest, I thought we were going to beat Fulham, but we didn't. So now we're back looking over our shoulders at Leicester and Ipswich and hoping they don't close the gap, because obviously we want to stay in the Premier League and that is the priority. Having saying that, for me, I've thought about it. I did the Wolf 77 Club podcast last night. We spoke about it on there and I was a bit downbeat. I was a bit like, no, play a weak team. But for me, I hope Vitor plays the strongest team possible. I want to win the FA Cup. I really do. I think we've got a great chance. If we beat Bournemouth, the only teams we've really got to worry about are probably Man City and Newcastle. Everybody else I fancy us against. I really do. And it's a great opportunity. And what are we football fans for? To keep surviving relegation? No, we're football fans to watch Wolves win things and create moments and memories. I know it was an absolute disaster when we lost in the semi-final to Watford, but I loved that day, going to Wembley with Wolves. I never thought I'd see it. I really didn't. And yeah, the Coventry heartbreak in the quarterfinals. But they're all memories and moments you look back on. So I hope we beat Bournemouth and I hope we go for the FA Cup. And if we win the FA Cup, guess what's up for grabs? A Europa League place. And 5 years ago today, when I record this, I was in Barcelona watching Wolves play Espanyol. Wolves were in the Europa League, for God's sake. I can't believe that even happened, by the way. I look back. I'm so glad I made the most of it and went to quite a few of the games back then. Because I'm glad I didn't take it for granted, because I did genuinely think we'd be a constant European playing club at that point. But as we know, in the last 5 years, it's gone down, down, down and down, and we're now relegation battlers. So yeah, give us fans something to cheer about, because Fulham on Tuesday night, that game, was a soulless Molineux. And I want to try and get some glory days back and be proud of the club again. And I think the owners, Jeff Shee, and the management in Vitor should try and give us something to cheer about and not just be relegation battlers every season. Now, let's talk about the history of Wolves versus Bournemouth in the FA Cup. We have only played Bournemouth twice in FA Cup history. We won 2-1 away at Bournemouth. There's a good omen. On the 10th of January, 1948.
It's been 84 years.
Did anyone go? Obviously not. Long time ago. But then Bournemouth did beat us 1-0 at Molineux on the 26th of January 1957. So it's been a long time since we played Bournemouth in the FA Cup. And it's one win apiece for each teams. And let's hope it's the same result as when we last played them away in the FA Cup, the 2-1. On the starting 11, so before I give mine, just a bit of news. Obviously, Hwang Hee-chan, Rodrigo Gomez, Agbadu and Guedes are all still out. They will not be playing in this fixture. Vitor confirmed that in his post-match press conference after the Fulham defeat. So my starting 11 will be as follows. Now, we will see Sam Johnston in goal. He's our FA Cup goalkeeper. He's played in the 2 previous rounds. Most clubs do this. I'm going to go with a back 3. I'm going to keep Matt Doherty, right centre-back, purely because we haven't got that many options and I don't want to go too weak. Giga, I'd let him have a start. I would. I know that's contradicted what I've just said, saying please play the strongest team, but I think Giga deserves a start because I thought Santi really struggled against Fulham on Tuesday. So Giga in the middle, Toti Gomez left centre-back. Now again, Semedo, do you know what? No, I would start Pedro Lima. He come on against Bournemouth in the league and did really well and nearly scored a goal late on in the Premier League game. So I'd go Pedro Lima right wing back, give him a go. Semedo had a bit of a poor game, I thought, against Fulham. Left wing back, Ait-Nouri, obviously. Although he had a lot of criticism, there's not really anyone to replace him with Rodrigo Gomez being out injured. In the midfield, do you know what? I'd stick with the 2 Brazilians, João Gomez and Andre. You could put Bellegarde in there maybe, but I would stick with those 2. They played in the previous round against Blackburn as well, didn't they? Keep that solid midfield going, who did so well against Bournemouth last week. I would we've got to change it up a bit. Do you know what? I'd go Sarabia on the right, Strand Larsen through the middle, dropping Manetzi and Bellegarde, and I'd go Cunha on the left. The reason I'd do this is I thought Sarabia did really well when he come on against Bournemouth away last week. Bellegarde did really well against Bournemouth, yeah, but I thought he was poor against Fulham. And we're going to have rotation. So, although I think this is a strong team anyway, I really do. And this is kind of a team where this is what I think Vitor would do as well. So I'm mixing it in with what I would do and what I think Vitor would do. There's so many other options. Obviously, Manetzi could start again. Bellegarde could start again. Bellegarde could start in midfield. Tommy Doyle could maybe stake a claim to start in midfield, but maybe not. Alfie Pond, would he go that week? I doubt it, to be at the back instead of Giga. Probably not. Santi might start. He might not even start Giga, but I don't mind the Johnston things. I thought he played well in the last round against Blackburn, so I don't mind that. And Sarr had a poor game against Fulham for me, especially with that second goal. Just on Strand Larsen, I've seen he's been getting a lot of stick when he came on against Fulham. I agree, he didn't do too much, and his form had dipped before his injury. But I saw a stat, we're like 19th place in the Premier League for the amount of crosses put into the box. And when you've got a striker like Strand Larsen, you've got to get balls into the box. The bloke's really good in the air, and we've got to feed him better. Yes, I think he needs to up his form, but I think he's been feeding us scraps for the most of the season. And he's got 7 Premier League goals, so cutting some slack. When Cunha first come in from Atletico Madrid, he struggled at first under Lopetegui. Now look at him now. It takes time to bed in, and I think considering everything, Strand Larsen's done really well in a struggling team. And he'll improve his all-round game in terms of holding the ball up and things like that. So then, on conclusion, let's go for a score prediction. Look, to win again would be an absolute crazy achievement, to be fair. Bournemouth obviously pushing up the top end of the Premier League. But I think it'll be a 1-1 draw. And I'm going to say Wolves are going to win on penalties. That's my feeling. That's with my head and heart. And it'll be a very dramatic nail-biter, but Matheus Cunha will smash in the winning penalty to win 5-4 on penalties, and we're through to the quarter-final. That's the dream. That's what I want to happen. That's what I think is going to happen. Please like the video. Please subscribe to this channel if you're new. And comment your thoughts down below. Shout out to Art of Football. These hoodies are absolutely amazing with the coat of arms logo on. Buy one. They haven't told me to say that or sponsored it or anything. I just think they're a great clothing brand. And they do really good Wolves stuff. Catch you next video, everybody. Hope you have a great end of the week.